myself, I'm not just gonna stand here and wait. I wanna just decide what is to be my fate. Alone all by myself, I'm not just gonna stay here and wait.
Friends, we are here today to celebrate life. It is a wonderful thing. What we are about to experience is beautiful. It is what will happen to lift your heart and your spirit today. Yes, your spirits, as we have non-vertical format for the first time in quite some time, folks. Due to the respect of what you will experience later in the show. Oh, yes, so Sumi, we've got something special just for all of you on an extended show today, so stick around in the third story today or come back, because you're not going to want to forget this one as we go into our first story. Oh, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy!
Delete laws, change his mind to focus on TeamDLZ.com. Future Governor Jose Chile de Castro returned to in-studio live streaming Sunday night as he hyped his partial summary judgment win in his case against the Las Vegas Metro Police Department and backtracked on his previous claim that he would be starting a new YouTube channel. De Castro diminished using his recent talking point that his channel was dead and that he would be starting a new YouTube channel because they were killing his current offerings on the live stream. A change from the past week, where he's been using the talking point with everyone he meets, including a random blonde bystander at a crash scene this weekend. He replaced it Sunday night with an announcement that he would be focusing on his private TeamDLZ.com website, which now will be apparently offering memberships. He said he would be cutting back on his YouTube efforts to instead focus on creating new positive content for the website, and that he would not lose focus on that new goal. As part of the new goal, De Castro announced that he was working harder than ever to get his constitutional law scholar board game ready for shipping by December. He then made the unusual request of his fans to stop sending him negative screenshots or links about what other people were saying about him, claiming that he wanted to stay focused on the positive and moving forward. Addressing the future plans of his political career, the YouTuber said that he was only 50 and he had a lot of time to run for governor. While he wasn't putting those plans aside, he seemed not to be worried by his complete lack of movement towards the role and his apparent missing of residency status to meet the requirements to run for governor in multiple states that would appear welcome to an independent candidate. De Castro also apparently does not seem to understand how the state legislatures work. While his knowledge of how they work is improving, he still thinks it would only take a single legislator to write a bill that he could force through the legislature and sign into law on his own. For example, he pre-announced that he would be banning the practice of civil asset forfeiture in whatever state he'd be running Sunday night. He, as a future fictional independent governor with no outside influences from third parties, claimed that he would be able to force through a bill that would ban the practice if introduced by a single legislator. He discounted political leanings and outside influences on the members of the legislative branch, let alone challenges that would have to be heard by the judicial branch, stating that his sheer force of will would be enough to have his plans implemented. To critics, it was another example of his apparent plans to take total control of state government without support from outside influence of political parties or corporate interests, without gathering the forces needed for such a takeover. While DeCastro may believe his plans are possible, his continued lack of focus on how he'd put said plans into action shows his complete naivete of the political process. DeCastro is expected to live stream again later today.
Now, friends, we are one step closer to what you all came here for today. Yes, friends, you're gonna want to stay around for story number 3, because this is the most requested thing we've ever had on this channel. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a Parsons to say hallelujah, please, as we go on to story number 2.
Long Island Audit takes Sunday GoFundMe title. Sean Paul Long Island Audits Rios took the Sunday GoFundMe title with a $50 take for his Support the Fight Against Tyranny and Corruption Fund, bringing that fund to a 94% completion rate and trampling our own $10 take for our ongoing expenses fund. The unusual donation to the fund, which hasn't seen a donation in over a month, came in a single donation from an anonymous donor and doesn't seem to be an indication of a return to active campaigning for the YouTuber's multiple GoFundMe campaigns. Riaz's help with billboard truck purchase to expose tyranny still stands at $11,671 out of a $20,000 goal and hasn't had a donation in 27 days. His help LIA with legal fees to fight tyrant's lawsuit remains at $1,891 out of a $2,500 goal and hasn't seen a donation in 6 months. LIA's help with criminal defense attorney for this case fund stands at $21,650 out of a $25,000 goal and hasn't had a donation in 8 months. The fund legal defense against unlawful arrest fund hasn't had a donation in 2 months and stands at $16,326 out of a $20,000 goal. Finally, his unlawful arrest and constitutional rights violation fund has been stuck for the past 3 months at $2,326 out of a $10,000 goal. The random donation indicates that there's still signs of life in the GoFundMe market for the YouTuber, but it also just may be a drive-by donation as it is used as his generic GoFundMe and channel promotions. Riaz is also battling the impression that he really doesn't need the money, with accusations that he is a trust fund baby being promoted by frequent critic Mark Stout, which are picking up steam after Riaz was able to purchase a $156,000 billboard truck to use to harass his enemies without needing the help of his fans to make the purchase. He would later open up a controversial billboard truck related GoFundMe apparently after he actually bought the truck. Fans have also questioned his need for help due to his alleged immense wealth. Riaz is one of the few auditors still actively and aggressively auditing the police in New York City and has proven he is willing to take an arrest in the meekest, most compliant ways possible, as he seems to have lawsuits planned, and at least one occasion his live streams already said he was being arrested before the arrest happened. While he remains the most successful out of all the active First Amendment auditors in the GoFundMe market, taking in $105,345 in the past year, it remains to be seen if his fairly dormant campaigns can turn themselves around based on the growing perception that he simply doesn't need the money. On that note, with just a week to go to our next tragic birthday, we'd be remiss if we didn't remind you that you can continue to force the hard-working professional blogger and known pillar of the community, Jim Finch, to keep writing these dreadful columns each day by contributing to the GoFundMe run by this very channel. All proceeds go to keeping the lights on, eating, and writing new stories to feature here and on reallycoolsite.org.
Now, friends, as we return, we just want to remind you that you asked for this next one. You said that this man, this holy man, this man of stature, this man of beauty, this manly man could read a phone book. Yes, read a phone book, and you would listen to it. Well, now put your money where your mouth is and send us some donations, please, or a like, a share, and a subscribe if you can't. For you're about to get a reading from someone that you love. That's right, folks, someone that you love. And no, it is not Floyd Wallace.
Patent Office to delete Law's trademark. Nope. Documents obtained by Discord personality PDocs of the public documents of Jose de Castro earlier today indicate that Jose Chile de Castro filed trademarks in March of this year for the terms First Amendment Auditor and 1ST Amendment Auditor for use in producing merchandise on his Delete Laws website and in other venues. The applications were filed on March 26, 2024, just a few days after de Castro was imprisoned in the Clark County, Nevada detention center on charges that would eventually be overturned on appeal. De Castro had previously claimed that he did not have access to his computer during his incarceration, so the filing may have been mailed in prior to his arrival to jail or have been filed by a proxy. If granted, the trademark would apply to thousands of items of merchandise that De Castro apparently had planned to sell as merchandise on his Delete Laws website. A small sampling of this intended merchandise includes
shirts, A-shirts, abayas, adhesive bras, adhesive brasiers, adult novelty bag clothing item, namely socks, after ski boots, before ski boots, agbadas, aikido uniforms, albs, American football bibs, angler's shoes, ankle boots, ankle socks, anorax, antiperspirant socks, anti-slip pads for thong sandals, anti-sweat underclothing, anti-sweat underwear, apparel for dancers, namely t-shirts, sweatshirts, pants, leggings, shorts, and jackets, après-ski shoes, avant-les-ski shoes, aprons, aqua shoes, artificial flower headdresses, ascots, athletic apparel, namely shirts, pants, jackets, footwear, hats and caps, and athletic uniforms, athletic bottoms, athletic footwear, athletic jackets, athletic pants, athletic shirts, athletic shoes, athletic shorts, athletic skirts, athletic sweaters, athletic tights, athletic tops, athletic uniforms, babies' trousers, babushkas, baby bibs not of paper, baby bodysuits, baby doll pajamas, baby tops, balaclavas, ball gowns, ballet shoes, ballet slippers, balloon pants, ballroom dancing shoes, ballroom dancing uniforms, bandanas, bandeau tops, bandeau, barber smocks, baseball caps and hats, baseball shoes, baseball uniforms, base layer bottoms, base layer tops, basketball shoes, basketball sneakers, bathrobes, bath sandals, bath slippers, bathing caps, bathing costumes for men, bathing costumes for women, bathing suits for men, bathing suits for women, bathing trunks for days, bathing trunks for men, bathing trunks for women, bathing trunks for lakes, bathing trunks for oceans, bathing trunks for pools, bathing trunks for parties, bathing trunks for galas, bathing trunks for weddings, bathing trunks for bar mitzvahs, bathing trunks for lawyers, bathing trunks for teachers, bathing trunks for babies, bathing trunks for elephants, bathing trunks for lions, bathing trunks for tigers, bathing trunks for bears. Oh my. Bathing trunks for Democrats, bathing trunks for Republicans, bathing trunks for independents, bathing trunks for Americans, bathing trunks for Italians, bathing trunks for Germans, bathing trunks for Brits, bathing trunks for fun, bathing trunks for profit, bathing trunks for people still reading this, bathing trunks for the criminally insane, bathing trunks for the recreationally insane, bathing trunks for Pants, who has clearly lost it, bathing trunks for Jim, 'cause why not? Bathing trunks for popes, but not Phil. Bathing trunks for popes, including Phil. Bathing trunks for bakers. Bathing trunks for candlestick makers. Bathing trunks for cats. Bathing trunks for dogs. Bathing trunks for mothers. Bathing trunks for fathers. Bathing trunks for the elderly. Bathing trunks for the infirm. Bathing trunks for the firm. Bathing trunks for lawyers. Bathing trunks for doctors. Bathing trunks for undertakers. Bathing trunks for overtakers. Bathing trunks for lorem. Bathing trunks for ipsum. Bathing trunks for dolor. Bathing trunks for sit. Bathing trunks for amet. Bathing trunks for consectator. Bathing trunks for adibissing. Bathing trunks for elit.
The full list can be found on this article over on our reallycoolsite.org website. PDocs also revealed problems with DeCastro's existing application to trademark his delete laws, as DeCastro had his trademark initially rejected by the United States Patent and Trademark Office, while the USPTO found that there are no conflicting marks that would bar registration of delete laws. DeCastro did not include actual examples of his products using the trademark in an online department store service. DeCastro was asked to provide proof that he was selling his products in an actual department store and not an online retail store. He was also dinged as he claimed to be using the products in relation to his digital network telecommunications services, which in fact his products are being used in social media postings and on YouTube, which do not have the same classification. This may explain DeCastro's recent announcement that he was cutting back on his YouTube activity to focus on presenting his videos on his pending TeamDLZ.com website. Finally, DeCastro was asked to clear up inconsistencies in his filing in regard to his status. He claimed that he was filing for individual use, yet also claimed that it was for his limited liability company. According to the Better Business Bureau website, DeCastro's Ethics SCS, an LLC out of Nevada, is currently unlicensed as it had not obtained a necessary license from 6th Nevada Secretary of State Commercial Recordings Division. The USPTO also suggested that DeCastro seek out a licensed trademark attorney to help him with his appeal of their decision. PDocs runs the public documents of Jose Chile DeCastro, which can be found at thepublicdocuments.com.
Now, friends, that brings us to the end of the show. Jim Finch will be back tomorrow, allegedly. He might be at the fair tonight. He might not be. He's going to the fair somewhere this weekend. And we know that he needs blessings on his body, for he is Jim. And we know that he needs some sort of bubble, as he will be walking in the fields, in the mud, in the snow, to see the latest concoctions that they are putting on sale at that fine, fine, fine state fair. So with that, we want to thank Mr. Pants for coming in tonight to doing his live session for us, we will be making an individual copy of just his words available to you later tonight. If you want to be alone with Mr. Pants, that is on you, not us, but do remember to donate. Jingling and jangle that money and put it in our slots, as we do need to survive for the coming days. If not, just tell us about it. Tell the world about us, as the world needs pants. And the world needs us too, to tell you the news each and every day. So with that, we are now going to be calling it a night, and we were going to give you this lovely song to play us out. Good night, all, and have a wonderful tomorrow.